Howdy, my name is Oatmealint, and this is our Let's Play of EU4 as now Japan, previously as one of the vassals of Japan. And what we did to Japan in order to become Japan, our vassal is trying to do to us. It is a war for the shogunate. So they cannot win. We cannot allow them to win. They have more troops than us. I was thinking that they had some of their troops over here and I could keep them over there with my fleet, but I wasn't paying attention because I got caught up in the Colonial game. So what I'm gonna do is run away to here. Run away to there. Go pick up It's not a very good leader. So he kinda sucks. I'm gonna boot him and get an explorer. That's not much better. Still gonna use it though. I'm gonna try to beat their fleet. Then I'm gonna run away to here and try to unify all my troops. So yeah, I'm in a tough spot. They're blockading my... They're blockading my transports. We're running a pretty big deficit. They don't seem to be going for my troops, which is good. We unify all the troops together. (22 plus 5). I mean, we should be able to take them. Question is, what do we do to them? We could just kill off all their troops and stick to the plan, which was to try to peacefully annex them. The was at war will be gone relatively quickly. If you look at what we can do in terms of peace, we can grant independence, not gonna do that. They can concede defeat, and I think that they just go back to being a vassal. I think if we can get them to concede defeat, they just go back to being a vassal. Problems that occur are they're going to be significantly weaker. We won't get anywhere near the number of ships that we would have if they had not done this shenanigans. But they did. And as a result, that's my best general, it looks like. As a result, we have to fight them. Now, This is better than me declaring on them, I guess. If there was going to be a war, as far as... making my surrounding neighbors angry and having to core these. I mean, the coring of the provinces is the real thing that I'm concerned about. Now I'm starting to think, well, you know, should have just sucked it up and declared on them a long time ago. I'm obviously not going to be breaking any records for Japan formation time. I'm gonna take this big stack. All I have to do is play defensively. I'm gonna heal my boats, take this big stack over there. And they're trying to do something now, I see. So my boats are still damaged, their boats are gonna be healed, so I have to heal up my boats. Yeah, I want to kill off a lot of their troops. I don't need a lot more troops at any point. Oh wow, it's even troops. Shock is better, so I'm going to take the shock. January 5th, I might catch them. Looks like I did. See if I'll win. I think I will. So yeah, I'll just kill off all their troops, and then... So I might need my ships again, if they try to block this channel. So I'm gonna bring them over here, so that I can catch them in their retreat. I don't know for sure where they're retreating to. But this should kill off a lot of their troops. Okay, I don't actually actively want to fight their ships, because their ships are what I want. Their troops, I wouldn't keep that big of a standing army, but ships... These are 6 light ships. These are 8 galleys, some more transports. Yeah, I would keep some ships. So they can see defeat them? No, they still won't. So this is their capital. My best bet is actually just to go and siege their capital. Right now, what I'm doing is burning through their manpower reserves. I'm gonna disband my mercenary purchases. That's like 10 per month. Then I'm going to turn down army maintenance, I guess. Rid of my 1 horse. How much money do they have? They don't have any money. I didn't expect them to. They don't have any money. I don't want them to release any of these nations. So let's take their capital. Guess I'll also just take another province. I don't have a reason not to. this won't cause me any aggressive penalties. This whole thing, I don't think any aggressive expansion penalties. Will remain a subject of Japan. Yeah. They won't take the transfer trade power. Transfer trade power wouldn't be that useless. It'd be worth a little bit of money, and it would keep them down in money. Okay, I'm gonna take their piece. So we can get a guarantee, we can get plus 100 improved relations. And now we can, it looks like, turn down our military expenses to nothing again. Okay, how else do we go about... just all these loans. How else do we go about making positive money? I guess Navy maintenance we can turn down as well. Because they are not a threat anymore. They may become a threat, but as far as we're concerned right now, they're not. Colonial maintenance. We'll turn it down a little bit for a little while. Take our troops into friendly territory, that should help. I'm gonna turn the colonial maintenance back up. Go forth and build a temple, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, well, that sucked, but we're going to improve relations and we'll proclaim a guarantee as well. I'm gonna have to get rid of some troops, it looks like. Turn this place into a city. How close is it? Well, it's the best mission to take, it looks like. So you might wonder, like, why I did all that. Why don't I just, like, declare on them now and take them over? They're obviously not gonna win. It's the same reason that I haven't been doing it before. It's just not worth it. Those two, the improved relation, the aggressive expansion will balance out. We'll have plus 75, minus 15. And now the relative power thing is gone. The relative strength, anyway. It'll take a long time for them to build up any forces. Oh, our leader died. Wow, that sucks. But we have a pretty good successor now. So, okay. Whatever. I don't know why they marked me as rivals over there. I don't know what I did to get to be a rival. They do appear to be building back up some forces. So that was less difficult than I thought it would be. They were not prepared. I don't know exactly how they were supposed to win. They would have had to have used mercenaries. I do see them using mercenaries. They probably did use some mercenaries. And they're rebuilding back up. So I don't really know. They're just churning out troops now. If I see them building too many, I'm gonna have to declare on them. I have the CB. Would have thought I would have run them out of manpower. Let's check how much manpower they actually have. What are they called? Yeah, something with an E. Hakamatichi. Yeah. These people. So they have plenty of manpower. Huh. Plenty of manpower. How long is it gonna be? So it'll be +3 per year. It'll be +3 per year. We're gonna be able to get them to +70, +62 from where they're at. So let's call it 50. Be able to get them to 60. And it's 3 per year. We need to get them to 190, so it's 130. Still like so many years. We have to bite the bullet and fight him. Sucks, but we have to. Crank everything back up. And we just take this up. Oh, we may have a truce with them. We do. Okay, back down. We do have a truce. I guess that means we don't fight them. So go ahead and core it. One of the things that they changed is it used to be that if the province that was your colony needed coring and it was on your continent, it was just as costly as it would have been if it was taken in war, and they made it so that that's not the case any longer. So I can go there, and I can go there, and I can go there. And this is where I said I was going. Gotta race across Siberia. Probably to like here and around there, so. You can see that the first colony costs 2, and the next colony costs 4. 2.4, and the next one will cost 4.8 or something. It's very expensive. So we really want to get to this idea that gives us another colonist. So now they're back up to 3 troops. And they won't be able to declare on us till then either, probably. It's just 5 years out. I'm gonna build temples everywhere that I can. Colonists must have arrived. Yeah. We're barely running positive now. If we can get a royal marriage, that would be very good. If we can get a royal marriage, that'll make it much less likely that they're going to declare war on us, because it'll cost them that stability. Now, they're going to slowly accrue that relative power to liege thing. So we're going to have to build troops too. Which means we'll probably have to go down to 1 colony. But that's okay. Once we get this one and we core this one, we can start moving inland. And that's the important thing. So we're going to want to proclaim guarantee. Yeah, with the royal marriage, we're not that far away, actually. Because we can give them a gift as well, so that'll be 25. So, if we can do 25, and we're gonna get up to... Yeah, we're only like... maybe 10 years out, and how much of that is in a truce? 3 more years? Okay, time to build some more troops. Kinda wish I hadn't dismissed them now, but... Any good advisors? Tax modifier, reputation. No? Still just barely positive. I would much rather lose the stability than a national tax modifier for 20 years at negative 10%. I take that any day of the week. I'll just boost it back up. Yeah, so this is good. These rebels are going to give me a chance to increase my relationship with them even further. You get a defended us from rebels modifier. Because that was costing me per month. So yeah, we should have a defended us from rebels, defended our territory. Now unfortunately that'll go away. They must have had an event spawned. Those must have been event spawned rebels because they don't have any revolt risk anywhere in their nation. I think we'll be a lot better off. We'll be an entire tech ahead for doing this, basically, because it would have been like 50 per, and that's like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550. That's not quite a tech. Some of them would have been more. Oh, that's totally worth it. These colonies are so expensive. And that's our quest. So, you know. So right now it's 10 to 19. Now I'm going to pay more attention to how many troops they have and where they've positioned their troops. Because that's going to tell me when they're going to declare on me again. Because the truce is up in like a few years. That royal marriage does make it less likely that they're going to want to declare on me. Still 10. The fleet's still smaller than mine. 8 plus 13 plus 3 is 24, and I have 33. And this is kind of super realistic. Wow, okay, let's see what this penalty is. So for 10 years... So for 10 years, or we lose the stability and some gold? Okay. We're never gonna get to the next tech. Yeah, we really need a colony to finish. Oh. I didn't think... Oh, they have some more aggressiveness than I expected. That's... good. A lot of these places only have, like, one aggressiveness. Well, I guess it's just these. I guess I should run some troops out there. I don't really want to do that, though. They just said hostile. They just switched to hostile. That might be... Guess we're no longer in truce. The truce just ran out. Now, what military tech are they at? 4, and we're at 5? When we get to 6, we get a lot more powerful. Okay. So they're just building up, building up, building up. Now they're to 13 troops. Oh no, this place typically makes something a little better than fish. So when your merchant leaves a trade zone and you've only got one trade zone, it's no big deal. We're gonna get a bunch of loans come due right about now, and we don't have the money to pay them off. Which means that we're gonna take a lot of inflation. Although, our inflation isn't so bad, because we're big enough that the gold mine's not really destroying our economy anymore. Yeah, come the next military tech, and we won't have to worry about them anymore, despite their building a lot of troops. See, the Was It War is gonna... It's still slowly gaining, but boy, it feels like I should send troops over there. Okay, good. Now we've gained enough over there that maybe we'll just make it off of like inertia. Because the next one isn't actually over here. The next one is that I want is inland there. The next one is somewhere maybe here or somewhere. So now what are they at? 17. When they start walking this way, I'm gonna slow things down. This is definitely the thing to get here because we can pay off some of our loans, or you know, when they come due in a year, and we can always buy more mercenaries if we have to. I'm actually gonna crank up fleet maintenance at this point because we're gonna have another war with Green here, I think. I don't see not having a war with Green. Move these guys over here. Okay, so this place is now ours. That's good. That will increase our military numbers cap, so we'll be paying less of a penalty. So they're officially kind of ahead of us in the numbers. Kind of pretty ahead of us. How far away are we from this tech that's really critical? I'm gonna build another troop. Okay. Oh no, that's the unimportant one. We're gonna wait on that. And you'll see that we can't actually send to here because it's like inland from that, so we have to send to somewhere else. We could send it down here, but without troops sitting there, I don't really know the likelihood that that'll survive. This doesn't need any troops, so I'm gonna send it there. And pick up a military advisor. Ah, a good one. Yeah, he reduces costs. Okay, how close are we? We're getting there. Definitely, if they declare another war on us, they'll lose that 13 relative power to liege, because they will have no power. I find offense is greater than defense, so I definitely want to take the offensive shock. I think shock is really powerful early game. Definitely less powerful late game to almost none at all powerful. Seems to be going pretty strong. I'm gonna stay at this number of colonies though, because great. Actually, no, I'm not. Oh, there's a pirate. Okay, what trade zone is that in? Beijing. Okay. trade in Beijing. I think I can still take their fleet, and I can always pull these guys back. What I'm gonna do is recall from here and send here, because getting deeper into Siberia is my goal. And whoa, those are aggressive. Still gonna send them and build a troop here. Maybe two, actually. How close are we now? We're at 100 and some. We'll just check really quick. I know it's kind of boring to watch, but I do think it's the right strategy. I'm tits, and I'm sitting here like, okay, any day now, I'm gonna have to slam on the pause button and crank up the military and fight them to the death. It's just that when you have such high relations with someone as well, they're gonna find it harder. They're gonna find it harder to declare on me. They're gonna take a 2 stability hit minimally to declare on me. I don't think they're gonna do it. Now, hopefully these troops prevent the revolt, but to cut. Excuse me. These guys. That is an excellent development. I would have loved if these guys lost their aggressiveness, but wishes. Wait, who are they allied with? The Ming. Oh, shit. How did that happen? They must have quit their mission. They did quit their mission. So they could down me and bring the Ming in. Let's hope they don't. I'm gonna go ahead and take this, because I know that the next thing we're gonna do is get the second columns. That's just such an easy choice. This does nothing. This does just 0. I have no terror. Does nothing. Gold. Gold. So it would be really bad if this colony got destroyed, because it would lose its gold mine. And right now it's like, I think it's actually making 12. Yeah, it's making enough to like put me into the positive. Administrative power is my favorite, but that's a lot of money. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. I can't build any good buildings right now. I think all I've got are these ones I don't really like. Temples I like. I build temples. So when they get to military power 5, I start to worry, because then they can fight me. I'm afraid that in the middle of the diplomatic station, they might dow on me. For all I know, they will. So they're above me by a lot of troops, but their troops are... So morale of armies are land force limits. So am I above my force limit? Let's go ahead and check. I am, so this would actually... My discipline is pretty high. Thing is that this will save me money. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You kind of want them to dow on me, actually. They'll lose, for sure, if they declare at military 4, because I think I'm at 6. Yeah, I'm at 6. So they'll lose, and then that negative would go away. That would save me quite a few years. It's okay. We've got this. And we managed to pick up the yearly prestige. It's good. We're gonna send our guy down here, believe it or not. That is a very profitable location. We're just trying to get deep into Siberia and build a wall. That's just what we're trying to do. I mean, Russia will meet us and then fight us, and there will be like constant war between us and Russia, which, you know, okay. And this will be our capital right here, this place. I could move it now, but I don't know. I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm not anywhere near close to getting rid of my ability to move it by annexing these guys. So. Or Conquistador died. Okay. That was okay. He wasn't that great. Yeah, we have 3 colonies now, so the next one costs quite a bit. But one of them... So I want to get this one. I'll be building temples and constables. Both. The next bit of points that we get, though, will go into using inflation. We have like a weird fluctuating inflation. So they didn't destroy the colony, thankfully. This does mean that if I want... Yeah, huh. What to do. I think I'm gonna take... I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna take them here and then move them over here. I'm just hopeful. I'm still just this hope that we're at peace for another lot of years. Okay, we managed to win. So that's good. can't let it be destroyed because right now it's so profitable, and it will be even more profitable. Okay. It's almost done. We gotta help. If you saw the last time that event popped up, I just clicked it automatically because I was keeping track of about how many people were in the colony, but I didn't remember in that one. So we can get 25 from a gift, so that means that we need, let's see, 25 would put us at 47, and we need 90, so we would need an additional 43, 2 per year. It's 20 some odd years. Now, there are events that could help us that we could get, but yeah, I think it's worth it. I don't really know at this point. It's not clear to me at all. This place is making naval supplies. I didn't have any naval supplies. Oh. I'd rather lose the money. I know that might sound insane. Yeah, I would. These are at war. Who with? Otat, Horde, Shan, and Tibet. Well, that's good. That's good. Who are they at war with? Just Manchu. Anything that will get him weaker. Yeah, see, if I didn't have this many troops here, this would never grow. You have to have a lot of people protecting your troops. I mean, people protecting your colonies when there's any chance. Otherwise, it's just never gonna grow. You're gonna pay so much more in the colonial maintenance. And this is a colony that I don't want to be spending money on. It's not really that profitable, but... Cool. That'll give us just a little bit more money. 0.33, I think. So they're way ahead of us in troops at this point. Like, wow. Wow ahead of us. But as long as they stay on these little islands, it's when they start to move. I'm gonna move the troops, I'm gonna move the ships back over to this location so that I can block the Seto Inland Sea with that 12 if they declare. I'm just gonna watch it. You know, I didn't watch it before, and that's one of the reasons that I had to buy a lot of mercenaries. Just gonna pay attention. I mean, they're still building troops and troops and troops. And I'm just gonna disband them. Like, when I get a hold of them, it's just getting disbanded. And this is taking a long time. Gotta say, taking a lot longer than I thought, just because they were so angry with me. Oh, okay, good. We have a new heir is tolerable, as long as he's got a strong claim that is above average. He's a little old. So if he can die, I'll let him die, because I don't want to be succeeded and then die and things like that. So, let's go ahead and boost our stability again. I like to stay at 0 stability because then you don't get any of those negative effects. I sometimes don't care, but there's nothing really I was going to do with these points quite right now. Now what's the next idea in this idea group? I don't remember. It's the last one. It means it gives us the CB against the Roku Islands. That's about all for now. Not a total waste, but not something that I'm super psyched about. So we have a guy to send. Can send him here, or you know, that's a good place to work toward, is up there. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and pick up a conquistador. and run around over here while simultaneously sending. We want to leave this gap for a while. You might be wondering, well, why are you sending it up here as opposed to somewhere in the Philippines? Oh, this must be frozen. Yeah. The reason that I'm doing it is I have troops up there. The troops are already up there. This is how I got in trouble last time. That said, I'm gonna bring the troops back. For some reason I can send it there. Can I send him here? No. For some reason I can send it there, so I'm gonna go ahead and send it. That's not a bad place. They got pretty low aggressiveness. But I am gonna pay attention. Okay. Not too worried about that idea. So the one that's like hanging here. Overseas income, I don't have any overseas income. And there's one pagan that I'd be interested in, but that's definitely after I take control of this place. I'm just gonna go on a Siberian expedition here. Not these guys. And make my heir into a leader. I want him to die, so he's gonna go and fight the natives. Sweet. We have an expedition. We have an explorer with 20 tradition. So we have to go and see if he's worth keeping. He's got an amazing maneuver. So what that means is that with that kind of maneuver, so let's see, the speed on it is 5. What's the speed on these? Speed on it is 10. So what I'm gonna do is I sent one of them each to each of my 3 zones that I have influence in. What I'm gonna do is send this explorer over to the New World. If you remember, in order to get to the New World, even with the Great Explorer, you have to be able to see that location. So what I'm gonna, and it's worth it to go see the New World, because then you can go and attack the New World, get a lot of gold. We've done that before. I'm not gonna make colonies in the New World again. That was kind of a bust, but the early Kurak can come over here. As soon as this is done, doing its Siberian exploration, some of these provinces have just like super high base tax. And it isn't that they should have that high base tax, it's that they are very, very profitable and it wants it to know. So what's the population of Maya? It's really low. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce by 50% because it was really low to begin with. So for some reason we can just straight up see Manila. Obviously not gonna send a colonist there. But I am gonna consider sending one there. I mean, I don't really want the prestige, but so the reason I'm going out here like this is I want to meet Russia. And we're pretty close, I think. I want to see if Russia is still Moscow. If, you know, who the winner... Yeah, that one's got a lot of big base tags. Who the winner is, if the winner was Novgorod, which was in my Let's Play, and I've seen before, it's unlikely, but it's possible, then I want to know about it. I want to know that I don't have to race anymore. Okay, wow. They really built a huge army up. And they're now at military level 5 versus my 6. Yeah, if these troops so much as move. Oh, they're going to war. Okay, so we need... to pump up our military expenditures. We need to pull all these guys back. These guys are out too far anyway. I believe we've reached Russia. These guys need to come back, which means that these guys okay, the Philippines one can still keep doing its thing, and not this one though. This one will die. We need to get 3 soldiers over here, 2 soldiers here, 2 soldiers here. I mean, they're coming, there's no doubt. They are about to die. But that's okay, because then they'll lose the 11. They'll gain some amount that will go back down over time. We have a free advisor slot. No, they're very expensive. We're about to have some serious expenses. So where was that fleet? Copper. That's good. Copper is good. It's no gold, but it's good. Dow is gonna happen really soon. Oh. If they Dow on me and I can like trap their troops. If you have a stronger fleet, almost certainly. They don't have any early carrots. I have the free one that I got. Go protect per trade in Beijing. Don't want to forget about this expedition. I mean, maybe they decided not to down me because I built a bunch of troops, but that would be odd. Yeah, no. They did not do that. However, they did make a huge mistake. Their troops are pretty darn trapped. All I have to do in order to totally trap them is this. So when these guys are all here, I'll just march over there. When these guys are back over here, now I do have a negative deficit going. I mean, I have a deficit going, which is fine, I think. Okay, 4 shock. I'll live with that. Well, actually, I think I would have preferred to use the other guy that I want to die. But I can't swap him out, so. As you can see, their troops are stuck. I'll take out, you know, whatever troops I can. Is that purely cavalry? No. So that part is, I do have a single province over here that they're going to be able to take control of. I don't think there's a whole lot I can do about it. I'm gonna go and try to like sit on their capital. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not. I just want them to give up. I just want them to give up like they did last time. So I'm gonna more be worried about taking out their troops. So I'm gonna unite everybody. They're still at rank 5. I still have the technological advantage on them. And unite everybody here, and then I'm gonna make sure that my exploration isn't forgotten. Not a huge micro fan in this game, or in any game, but you know, whatever. So this must be an unreachable province. This is a colony, though. So they're gonna rush over here, and I need to get to. It looks like here is the best place, because that's unreachable. Or I could do here and here. Or it looks like maybe here and here, and then I'll have all of Siberia area locked up. And next time I can go there, and then there. I don't know. It'll be a race. I don't know exactly where I'll lock it, but I know that it's important. So the straight crossing sucks here. I hope that they don't try to go defend their troops. Best case scenario is I fight these 6 with just, you know, the crossing -2, and I don't fight all 20 some of them. And they won't be able to retreat because they're blocked in, so they will just die, which is good for me. Colonize Manila. Okay. Definitely a consideration. Yeah, see, they're just getting chewed apart. I have the numbers and technological advantage. And they shouldn't get a retreat. Or maybe they do. So we're now at war against Korea. Interesting. We're at war with Korea and we did not declare it. Is there anything we want from Korea? Province something? I don't know why we wouldn't take this province. This is a good province. We could take this province and this province. I remember doing this in my last Japan Let's Play, though. Taking things from Korea was a mistake. But the thing that was the mistake was taking provinces that shared sea zones with the Ming. That was the mistake. Nothing else was a mistake. So, you know, how much money does Korea have? Korea has a lot of money. Change of plans. We're gonna beat the shit out of Korea. It's a defensive war. They're invariably gonna. Okay, so we need to get all of our boats into one. We need to get all of our boats into one sea zone, and all of our allies' boats too. And then we need to blockade the crap out of them, and take the capital, and just steal a lot of money. And be happy that that's what happened. I think that is the plan. So now that we have vision of all these provinces, we'll know exactly where. Oh my gosh, look at this province with 4 tax. 4 tax. That's like as good as the Philippines, and it's like in the middle of snowy Siberia. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna transport all of our troops over there from this province in the South Korea Sea. Piecemeal, I think. They're not happy. But we have the war goal, I believe. So they were going for this province. So eventually we'll have a really high war score. The problem. They cannot have a stronger navy than our combined navy. That's just ridiculous. They could be coming up over here. They could be trying to attack us over there, for all we know. They'd have to have open borders with the Manchu, which I guess they could conceivably have. Oh no! Peaceful people of Maya. Don't be mean to me. Okay, so I just want to get out of the war with Korea. Money aside, they could... really wreck my colonies. So, I'm not, I saw like a stack of 20 or something. I'm not interested in an actual giant war with Korea. Just 12, and they don't seem to be moving through anywhere. See if we can get them to run back over here. Yeah, they are. What's their military level? 5, so we're ahead. Oh shit, never mind. Abort. They have many more troops than us. Our best bet is to go blockade a bunch of their stuff. Get them to give up due to blockading. So we can pick up another military tech, which would be kind of sweet. They don't seem to want to do peace, so they have 27 troops, it looks like. And it also looks like all of their ships are in this one port. Royal marriage. Can improve it up 100. To improve it up 100 and be very close to the needed amount. Dylan will lose the 25 from being in war together. So. Giving up yet? No. Nope. Not giving up yet. I think this is just the best way to beat them. I don't see any reason to do any other way. 27 troops versus my 6 at a time troops. I could get open borders from them, maybe. Colonize Kagalan. Is that right here? Yeah, that's doable. What do I get for that? Oh, I get that. That's not bad. Okay, that is definitely on the list. So that will be one of the next ones. I don't have the money to do it now. I'm gonna run them over here, I guess. This is definitely the solitary next one. Yearly prestige? Meh. It's not like in Crusader Kings 2 where if you send Met to that, your entire dynasty members they hate you. Don't know what you think you're doing, Korea. Don't know what you think you're doing. That's okay. I don't think you knew what you were doing either. I think you tried to pull a dirty trick and you got caught and screwed. I've done it too. I've done it too. Where you try to take something from a vassal that's at war with their... that's really unfortunate. These provinces tend to be much better, like copper and gold and stuff. So I don't need to explore these provinces because they're not part of the contention against Russia. So what I need to do instead is get a couple cogs, just 2. Bring them over here, and then use these guys to explore. Like, up over here is also not under contention from anyone. Like, Spain will get there before Russia does. If I block Russia properly, that is to say. Yeah, this is not a huge problem. 'Cause I only have one merchant out in the world. Now, I can actually be collecting trade from over here too, I think. Where's the Beijing node? Oh, here it is. So I can go ahead and collect trade from here too. And I'm not I'm a small player. It'll be worth a little gold. It's better than doing nothing with my merchant. Yeah, the Beijing node. It's strange, you think of Beijing as the capital of China and you're like looking at it and you're like, wait a second, Beijing? Beijing is like all the way up over here. Right here, right? That's Beijing. And over here. And China's like all the way over here? Huh? Yeah, I've often thought that too. Well, it's because all of Manchuria and large parts of here are also now part of modern China. Comes from playing too much games from this era. Okay, Korea, you ready to run the town? Okay, how close are you? Not too far away. Okay, time for you guys to go explore these islands so that I can make that jump. How long have I been paying for this guy? I'm paying for this guy for a long time. All so that I can make this jump. I don't know if that's worth it or not. Oh, the explorer died. I paid for him for all that time, and then before I could use him, he died. Well, that's unfortunate. Remember, these are not considered part of Asia, so the only reason that their priority is to go and visit the Aztecs and take all their gold. But with Guam, you can actually do that, I think, with a great explorer. Now, I'm gonna send this guy to go and explore all these islands after his boats are built. Korea, you done yet? You done? Yeah, you're done. You're done. Not that done, apparently. About a little gold done. Nope. Well, whatever. What other trade zone was I involved in? Just Beijing, right? At some point, I'll be involved in this trade zone. That one, whatever that is. But yeah, Beijing is part of it, and then the Philippines, I already have someone patrolling. overall, going pretty well, I've got to say myself. It's going pretty nicely. You know, I might actually recall this guy and send a guy there. But I have a chord province. Adjacent. I have an adjacent chord province. What gives? Well, I guess I can send the guy down here, because this was my quest. I don't know what gives. This is a core. I have a chord. It's adjacent. Yeah, I really don't know what gives. May have to do with I just need to restart the game or something. With that said, I think that's a great place to take a little break. I'm starting to get a headache. I hope that you guys have been enjoying my potentially overly peaceful strategy as Japan.